What is going on, YouTube? Alright, today we are on our way to see a potential donor for our force motor. Yeah, so I'll recap what happened. We took you camping with us, Canada Day long weekend. We had a fantastic time. The boat did phenomenal. We did what, like, oh my gosh, good. 1, 2, 3, like 4 rides. And then on the 5th one, I don't know, honestly, I think what ended up happening was the bearing for the prop shaft just got tired and just said, okay, that's it, we're done, I'm done. Seized up and just ended up making my my gearbox explode. There are metal shards all over inside. Yeah, so went to go source out some parts, and next thing you know, a lot of the parts are discontinued. I'm not so happy about that. And even if they were still in production, man, some of those parts are expensive. Just like the prop shaft itself was like 450 bucks. The main gear that goes on the prop side of the clutch was like 350. The clutch itself was like 300 bucks. So that alone was like only $1,100 just to get brand new parts for it. So I had to go hunting somewhere else. So I looked up on Kijiji, I looked up on Facebook, and I actually found a woman who is parting out her force motor on Facebook Marketplace. So I am on my way to go see this lower unit that she may have, that may be a potential donor for our force motor. So let's go see if this is a potential part, is a matching part for the force motor. Alright, so some awesome news. It is a direct fit. Oh my goodness, I am so stoked. I am so happy. I'm cutting off my forehead. Oh my goodness. We are gonna be back in the water very soon just to get some fishing and get some more fun going on. Oh man, I'm so happy. And you know what? It didn't really cost that much. So what ended up happening is that on their motor, they blew a rod. And just to find parts is very hard and very expensive, I keep telling you guys. So they decided to part out their motor. Now, it all worked out for me because my top end of the motor is fine. Their top end is no good. Their lower end seems to be awesome. So that worked out for me, and I'm like so happy, as you guys can tell. All right, so a couple of things that we gotta do. We're gonna take it home. We're gonna take a look at the impeller, see how it is, and see if it needs to be replaced. I asked the lady there, and she said that she didn't know when the last time the impeller was changed. Same thing with the gear oil. I don't know what's going on with the gear oil. What I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna flush it out and put some fresh gear oil in there. The way I'm gonna be doing that is drain the gear oil that is already there, pump in my gear oil, maybe, and then drain it out. I'll probably do that maybe 2 times just to flush all the old gear oil out. And so that way I have my gear oil. And the best part, it came with the propeller. I don't need to get another one. Actually, maybe, I don't know. We have to see. So yeah, so first things first, drain and flush out the gear oil, and also check the impeller, see how that is. All right, I am on my way back home. We're gonna take a look at this. I'm so happy. So I'm at home now, taking a closer look at what happened here. So as you can see, everything is out of there. I have no clutch, no forward gear, no prop shaft, no prop, not even the housing that goes over here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see right in there, there's a chunk of gear missing. And there's gear shavings all around inside. It actually does look like the gears grenaded inside this housing and let go. Now, the previous owner, I don't know what kind of mechanic he had, but if we look right here and inside, all of the threads are stripped. The piece that was bolted in here, I don't know how that was even being held in place, because it's not only that one, but it's this one as well. Let's see if I can get a better shot. Yeah, that's all stripped in there. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's a better shot right there. All right, so I am on my way to take everything apart. Not everything. So my thought was I was gonna sell this lower unit, but I keep saying that parts are very hard to find, and this is a lower unit. It didn't blow up, and it's still in whole, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep it, but what I am gonna do is I am gonna take apart this water pump housing. I'm gonna take the impeller out of there because remember, this is a brand new impeller. It's probably only had maybe 8 hours of usage. That's it. So I am gonna take that out and yeah, see what other goodies I can actually salvage from this. Definitely this shaft here would be really good to keep as well, just in case if the other one gets damaged, bent, or anything. These parts are extremely expensive, and as well as they are not in production anymore. Certain parts. This rod is no longer in production. It is hard to find. This one here, you know what? I haven't really looked, but when I did do a quick look on this, it was only used parts. All right, so that is pretty much what I want out, is the impeller, and then the impeller key right there. Yeah, so when I put the housing back so I don't lose it. All right, so let's go take a look at the new used lower unit that I got from Facebook Marketplace. All right, man, there it is. The skeg, the fin, the bottom fin here is actually, I have one, yes! And then I also got a prop too. It's actually the correct pitch, but it's too small. It's supposed to be at 11 inch or 11.5 inch, but it's at 10.25. That's actually the whole diameter of the prop, but the pitch is correct at 13. Now looking around, I did clean it up to see how it is. It looks like it's actually really good condition. But there is one thing that I noticed. This is actually for a different motor, but yet I do believe that this will fit on my motor. Reason why is because when I checked the part number for the lower unit, here I'm going to show you right now. As you can see there on the top, it says 1A, but then the original one is actually a 1B. As you saw there, it's a two different part numbers, but I did the measurements from here to here on these holes. They seem lined up, so I think it's good. Anyway, so we won't find out until we get to the boat. First thing that I'm going to do is actually I'm going to check the impeller over here, check to see how this is. All right, I got even some more good news. This thing actually looked like it was changed this year. Oh, all right, so we got a new impeller. Let's put this guy back. All right, it is on. I am so stoked. Okay, so what I'm doing now is just double checking on everything. It's in neutral, spins nice. Gonna put it in forward, see if it locks, put it in reverse, see if it locks. There it goes, locks, nice. Back to neutral. It's catching, you can hear it. And then let's try reverse. And now it's not making noise and it's loose. It's not catching. We're gonna have to adjust this piece right here. So this linkage right here goes up and down to give to tell the clutch which way to go, forward or reverse or neutral. And yeah, so we're just gonna adjust this up and down. Right now it's in reverse, so we want it to be in reverse. All right, so let's adjust that. All right, so I backed off this locking nut right here. With this longer bolt, I actually moved it to go forward to push this piece bar down so that it can properly adjust neutral and reverse. Checked it, tried it 3 or 4 times, put a reverse, neutral, and forward, and kept spinning the prop every time I put it into each gear, and it worked nicely. So now it's in neutral and there's no more clicking. 14mm wrench, and this one over here was a 1/2 inch wrench. Yeah! We're back in business! Yes! All right, sorry about the wind. I'm gonna do this really fast. So I'm gonna check the oil in the lower unit. I'm gonna be using a 5/16 head flat screwdriver to get at that, to break it open. I'm gonna leave the vents closed so that way nothing drains a lot, but I am gonna put some paper towel on the ground just to catch up some of the spill. All right. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's not the cleanest. There looks like some stuff in there. You know what? I'm gonna drain it. I'm gonna clean it. All right, so this is our second sea trial, actually third sea trial. First sea trial went really good. Now, the whole idea about me taking off, doing the first 2 sea trials without telling you guys, is because I wanted to pay attention to the boat and just listen to the boat and just, you know, take it easy and be careful with it. The boat actually did phenomenal. My daughter and I, my oldest daughter, we went out, we hit the fastest the boat has ever ran with us. We topped out at about 57, 58 kilometers an hour. But here, let me show you on the GPS where we went. Okay, so we are on Lake Ontario here, near Ash Bridges Bay. We launched over here. My daughter and I went, you can see 2 loops over here. This is where we went full out. And the boat's actually, that lower unit is actually running really nice. Hi. So, all right, so now that we know that the boat is running pretty good, we're gonna put some extra weight, so we loaded everybody up. We have our lunch. We're gonna spend the day on the water, see how things go. For backup, I do have my battery-powered trolling motor. We're gonna stay close to shore. We're not gonna go too far away from the launch. And actually on the other side, I'm gonna show you guys on the map, on the other side of the launch is actually Woodbine Beach. And we're gonna go over there and just spend the day out on the water, spend the day out on the beach, and let's just have fun.